Chukwu, and I welcome you all to Youth Chat Room. And we know that every Friday is Youth Chat Room on this platform of Chat Room with Dr. Victory. And we give God praise for another wonderful day. We all know on all my videos, we always give God praise for giving us life, because we know that being alive is not one of those things. It is really a privilege from God. It is not a right. So that's the reason why it is expedient that each and every day we wake up, we give God praise. Notwithstanding what we are passing through, notwithstanding the difficulties around us, God is a faithful God. And also, life is more important than all our needs and all our wants. And so therefore, we say, Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the gift of life. Hallelujah. Yes, let's proceed. Remember that Youth Chat Room is an avenue I used to bring teachings to all our youth out there. You know, I have a heart for the youth. I love the youth because I was once a youth, and by the grace of God, I'm privileged to a parent to youth. So I reach out to the youth, you know, through my teachings on, you know, my videos on Youth Chat Room, to show the youth that there is a way out in any situation they might find themselves. And also to let the youth know that this world is not as difficult as it seems. And moreover, we that are adults, we were once a youth. You know, you tend to think that, I think youthful days are the most difficult days, because, you know, youth, with all their youthful exuberance, will always want things to work fast, you know, to work at the snap of their fingers. But we all know that life is not like that. And moreover, you know, the youthful days are the days you use to develop yourself into adulthood. The youth didn't know that most of the things they pass through as a youth comes to mature them. That's why, by the grace of God, all my teachings come to encourage the youth that no matter the difficult things that you're passing through, they're actually coming to mature you into adulthood, where you're stepping into. If you can have a knowledge of that, it will make you to be assured and sure that whatever you're passing through didn't come to break you, but it came to make you. All right. Remember, I always encourage people to tell our youth out there to like my page, to watch the videos so that they can learn a thing or two to help them in life. Also, youth lovers, youth teachers, youth leaders in some youthful organizations, they really need to encourage the youth to watch the videos on this platform of Chat Room with Dr. Victory, so that it will be of a great help to them. All right, let's proceed into the topic of today. The topic I have for today is self-confidence. Oh my goodness, you know, this is really a wonderful topic. Besides being for the youth, it can actually help an adult. So I want to encourage you, wherever you're watching me from any part of the world, that as you are letting your youth know about this, you yourself, it can help you. Don't say, okay, I've passed my youthful days. No, life is all about learning each and every day. We don't stop learning. We keep learning every day to improve on ourselves and to be a better person to the society at large. All right, the dictionary meaning of self-confidence from the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary means feeling sure about your own ability to do things and to be successful. I'll take that again. The dictionary meaning of self-confidence from the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary means feeling sure about your own ability to do things and to be successful. The number two meaning of self-confidence there means feeling certain that something will happen in a way that you want or expect. This topic is really a wonderful topic. That's why I said it's not really only for the youth, even for you adults there that is watching me. If you can put what you're going to learn today in practice, I bet you that you will experience some changes in your life. Remember, this is a new year that we just entered in. A wonderful year, the year that we've all been waiting for, the year 2021. Remember, the last year that just passed, 2020, was a wonderful year. We cannot say anything bad. It is a wonderful year because God is the one that made it. But you know, when we were in that year that just passed, 2020, we were all looking forward to 2021. Everybody was waiting for 2021. You know, a lot of people say they wish that 2020 could be, you know, erased from the calendar of life. But unfortunately, it can't be done. It has to be there for history to be made. So we all look forward to 2021, and right now here is 2021, and we give God praise for that. But we know that as we enter 2021, there are a lot of fear that is in the environment, in the atmosphere. Why? Because of this same pandemic. Instead of this dying down, we are now hearing there is a second wave. So, it brought a lot of fear into people, a lot of uncertainty. People are not even sure. So this affected a whole lot of people that already made New Year resolution about, how good things will happen to them in 2021, how expectant and all that. But I want to assure you that no matter what is happening around you, don't allow your good expectations, to be trampled upon because of the second wave of the pandemic. God has saw you through at the peak of the pandemic. Remember at the peak of the pandemic last year when it was, when it just came out, there was strict lockdown. Like here in South Africa where we're staying, the strict lockdown, you can't even go out. You only go out to the grocery stores or to the pharmacies to buy medicine or to buy food, and you have to provide the receipts. There are a lot of military men and police on the street just to make sure that you are kept indoors. If you go out, you have to present to them the receipt of what you purchased. So then it was very strict. The lockdown was very strict, and God saw us through. God that saw us through all those strict time. Do you think God cannot see you through in this second wave? It all has to do with your personality. How are you taking it? Are you taking it more serious than others, as if the whole world is on your shoulder? That is why the topic for today is actually for you. That's why I remember earlier and I said, this is youth chat room. But this topic today is not really only for the youth. If you can apply it as an adult that is watching me right now, it will be of a great help to you. All right, let's continue. Remember, I said self-confidence means feeling sure about your own ability to do things and be successful. And secondly, I said feeling certain that something will happen in a way you want to expect it. I want to major in on this number 2 point that said feeling certain that something will happen in a way that you want to expect. Remember, I said a lot of people had wonderful expectation for 2021, but because of the outburst of the second wave of the COVID, people are now losing hope and all that. No, having self-confidence means no matter what is happening, I expected good things to come to me this 2021. Definitely it will happen. That is self-confidence, no matter what is happening, and I bet you it will happen like that. All right. Lack of self-confidence is not really good. It affects a whole lot of things about the personality of a person that doesn't have self-confidence. But I want to explain a little more about self-confidence. Makes you competent in life. It really goes a long way to help you to be competent in life. Your performance in life is at maximum level when you have self-confidence. So by the grace of God today, I am going to talk about, what lack of self-confidence causes to you, and also how to develop your self-confidence. But first of all, I want to explain a little more about self-confidence. Self-confidence, you really need it. It will help you to perform at a maximum level in your life and destiny. Your self-confidence also affects how you carry yourself, how you walk, shoulder high or looking downwards. When you're looking downwards, that means you have low self-confidence. When you have self-confidence, you're walking shoulder high. Nobody knows your financial level, whether you have money or not. It's only when you tell them that they will know, and it's only you that will tell them. If they don't tell them, they won't know. So it has to do with you, your personality as a person. How are you carrying yourself? How are you? Do you know that they said the way you dress determines the way you will be addressed? So if you dress smartly, you will be addressed like that. If you dress shabbily, they will address you like that. Whether you have a limousine parked outside, nobody knows. It's the same thing with self-confidence. And as I proceed, I think that dressing tuntu is one of the points I wrote down. Because when you have lack of self-confidence, it makes you not to dress well, because you are like, what am I even dressing well for? Everybody is better than me. All right, let's proceed. Low self-worth, that is also the same as lack of self-confidence, is a denial and destroying of destiny. It denies you of all the good things that God has put inside of you, all the potential, because you cannot unleash them, because you don't even know that they are there, because you're busy looking down on yourself. All right. You need to work on your self-confidence personally. Nobody will do that for you. You don't need a motivational speaker to do that for you. It is you personally. Because I bet you can listen to all the motivational messages you want to, and nothing will happen if personally you have not made up your mind to work on your self-confidence. All right, I'm going to explain the point what lack of self-confidence causes to you. When you don't have a self-confidence, what are the things that will happen to you as a person? Number one point there I wrote is inferiority complex. If you have self-confidence, you have inferiority complex. What is inferiority complex? In a nutshell, in my own words, I said is seeing others better than you. You always feel that people are better than you. They are richer than you. They're taller than you. They're slimmer than you. But we all know that life is like that. If you really want to major on that, I bet you will have a big problem in life. Because look at, I always use the example, my 5 fingers I'm showing you, they're not all equal and can never be equal. The same are the way God made us in life. We can never be all equal. And you that thinking that everybody is better than you, definitely there are a lot of people that you're better than that you don't even know. And life is like that. People will always be better than you, and you will be better than people. But when you see life like that, you will enjoy this life, because that's the way God made this life to be. God made this life for us to enjoy it, not to endure it. All right, I was explaining the first point I wrote on what lack of self-confidence causes to you. I said inferiority complex, thinking that people that are better. Do you know that when you have inferiority complex, even those people that you're better than, you see them being better than you? Why? Because you already have inferiority complex. You always feel inferior to others. Even those that, you know, can say you are a little superior than, you still feel inferior to them because you don't have self-confidence. You don't have confidence in yourself. You feel everybody is better than you. That is really bad. So this teaching is coming this month to help you that is watching this video to work on your self-confidence. It is you. Remember I said earlier on, no motivational teacher will do that for you. It is you that will do it for yourself to help yourself. All right, let's proceed. The second point there is low self-esteem. You esteem yourself very low. Even when you go to a place, you want to sit at the back. You know, you don't even want to interact. You don't even want to say hello to people. Why? Because you don't want them to see you. It has to do with your mind. It's all in your mind. You might really be a beautiful lady. We have seen a lot of beautiful, tall, you know, you can say sophisticated lady, but they have low self-esteem. And it's so embarrassing, I bet you, because you believe, this person, you know, should carry herself, or even is in both sides, both men and women. You think this person is a handsome guy that should carry himself like that, is a beautiful lady that should carry herself high. But they're all shying away. Why? Because of low self-esteem. This is really bad. You need to work on it for you to be what God wants you to be, for you to be a better person. Because you don't even know what you're causing to yourself. You're thinking, you know, sometimes when people say it's self-pity, that is another topic for another day. Self-pity is the worst. Why are you pitying yourself? What is it that you're passing through that others have even passed through, or others have not even passed through something worse than that? All right, remember I said my teachings are always practical. Let me bring this example about something that happened, you know, in a religious organization. A pastor told the congregation, I think, they should all write their problems, you know, in a piece of paper, like a prayer point, and put in a basket. So the usher went and collected it all around. So when they brought it to the pastor shoveled it around and now said that the usher lady should go back and let people start picking up the things. So he said, when you pick open, if it's your problem, please put it back. He said he wants to make sure that you don't pick your problem, you pick another person's problem. So they all did that. Like if you picked and it's the same, you just call her attention. She comes back, you take it back and take another one. So when they've all done that, he now said, all right, that's wonderful. He said, let's everybody open it. They now open it. He said, read it. He said, but don't read it aloud. Read it to yourself. He said, that is somebody else's problem that you're holding in your hand. They said, yes, sir. He now said, take it home is your problem. Oh, people started screaming. He said, no. Take it back. I want my own problem. He said, that is what he wants to explain to them today. He said, you think that you are in a worse situation where some people are in something worse than you. You see, that is the way life. You think, okay, what you're passing through, nobody else has passed through it or can pass through it, or your own is more difficult. Now, you see, from the explanation I just gave now, some people are passing through some things that are worse than you, and they are still living, and they are still praising God. So why don't you sit up, you know, and encourage yourself and move along in life? All right, time is not always on my side. Time is always fast moving whenever I'm having my videos, but we give God praise for that. Yeah, number 3 points I wrote. I remember I'm talking about what lack of self-confidence causes to you as a person. Number 1, I said inferiority complex. Number 2, I said low self-esteem. Number 3 here is lack of productivity. Lack of productivity. Your performance in life is at the least minimum level, because you don't even perform well. Your productivity is at the lowest minimum. Why? Because you have you have lack of self-confidence. You are not confident in yourself. Can you do this? No. Can you do no? You know, even when you are at work, you are not performing. They keep asking you, are you okay? Are you sick? Why? Because you're carrying the whole world on your shoulder. Remember, I just explained now that whatever you're passing through, some people are passing through things that are worse than that, and they're still always looking cheerful. You know, there's this lady that's close to us. I used to tell my husband, I said, this lady, anytime you say, how are you fine? She's smiling. And we know what she's passing through. And I bet you when you live with that type of atmosphere around you, God will always intervene, because our God is a happy God. God likes people that are happy. You're not always carrying your problem on your face. You know, there are little people that are carrying their problem on their face. When you see them, when you say hello, they find their face responding for you to ask them. No, life is not like that. You always have to be cheerful. All right, let's continue. The 4th point there says shying away from responsibilities. When you have lack of self-confidence, you shy away from your responsibility. Why? Because you don't even think good about yourself. You don't even think you can do it. You always thinking this thing will not work out. This thing will not work out good. Remember, one of my explanation, earlier on when I was explaining the meaning of self-confidence, I said it's feeling certain that something will happen in a way that you want to expect. Whether it's appearing like that or not, you just have to think in your mind and live it that way. But when you don't think like that, you shy away from your responsibility. You're supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do it. But how can I do? Look at the way things are. You're always complaining. I bet you people will not even want to be close around you. All right, let's proceed. Number 5th point, I said, you reduce your self-worth by yourself without knowing. When you have lack of self-confidence, you reduce your self-worth. You don't even know. Because you don't dress well. You don't even address yourself. Some people, they say, stupid me. Oh my goodness. Why? Because of what you're passing through? No. God that created you is not even seeing you like that. You're always negative. You're always complaining. No, it shouldn't be like that. There is something that God has put in you. Remember, I said that we are all born naked, but we are not born empty. So I want to encourage you this morning as you're watching my video, please don't reduce your self-worth by yourself, by complaining, by shying away, by not even taking care of yourself, by looking down on yourself. Oh my goodness. All right, the final point I wrote there is inability to unleash your potential. When you have lack of self-confidence, you cannot unleash your potentials. What are the potentials? The abilities that God has put inside of you. You cannot unleash them. Those things that God has put inside of you to use to be a blessing to your generation, to the whole world, you cannot. Why? Because you don't even know they're there. You're thinking that everybody else has it. You don't have it. All right, let's proceed. As I continue, I said this point is how to develop your self-confidence. This is really important. We need it. The point I just finished mentioning is what lack of self-confidence causing to you. Now I'm going to say, how do you develop it? How do you develop this self-confidence we are talking about? You need to be developed. Remember, I said no matter all the motivational seminars you attend, it cannot do anything to you if you, as a person, you have not done anything. I appreciate you, man of God, Apostle Friday. Thank you for watching. God bless you, sir. All right, let's proceed. Dealing on how to develop self-confidence. Number 1 there, I said set personal goals to win. You need to set a goal to win. Don't just stay like that. Like this year, it is a new year. Set new goals. Some people will say, okay, Pastor Victory, how do I do that? You need to start small. Start small from all that you have learned. Like I heard about a woman of God that is reading how many chapters of the Bible? Oh my goodness, when I heard it, I told my husband, I am so challenged that I'm reading only 5 chapters of the Bible a day. And I said, okay, I have to set a goal of reading 10 chapters a day. It might not really be easy. Don't say, okay, you want to start with me. What about you? You can start with 2 chapters a day to help you. That is the way to do it. You have to start small and then grow big. Set small goals to win, and as you advance, you now increase it. But you have to do that to help yourself. Not only biblical, even at home, set goals that I will read literatures and finish one every month. You cannot say there are some people that they read literature, they finish one in a week. But they didn't start like that. They started somewhere. You need to start somewhere. Said, I will read this book this month. I know that most of us that are women, we are so, overwhelmed by household chores, taking care of the children and all that. But you can set out time. That's why I put that example of 1 month. Set out time. Maybe when the children are sleeping, you try to read a book. It will help you because, when you read a book, it helps to develop your mental abilities. It has nothing to do with your educational qualification. It has everything to do with you personally wanting to change. All right, that is number 1. I said set goals to win. Remember, I am dealing on how to develop your self-confidence. We really need it. A lot of people, they have lack of self-confidence and it's affecting them. They don't even know. You don't need any man of God to pray for you. You need to sit up by yourself personally and make a change. Remember earlier on when I was explaining, I said this new year 2021, a whole lot of people made New Year resolution how they want to change things. Those things that you want to change, they cannot change until you change yourself. Yes, you've already verbalized them or you have written them down. You want them to change. If you don't change yourself as a person, they will still remain in your book. You'll find out by the time we have gotten to June, July, or even December 2021, by God's grace, they're still there. There is no change until you work out something good. Remember the saying that said that nothing works out until we work. All right, number 2, they say take care of yourself. Oh my goodness, I want to explain this. Remember, I'm talking about how to develop your self-confidence. Take care of yourself. A lot of people that are having lack of self-confidence, they don't take care of themselves. Remember, I always said my teachings are practical. That's what God said I should always do to help others. So don't think me that is teaching you I'm coming from the moon. I was once like that. And I thank God, by the grace of God, God used my wonderful husband to change me. There was a time I was having a lack of self-confidence. I can't even, dress up well. I don't even put up makeup to look good. I always, let me just say humorously, I always want to take the clothes that don't need ironing. I told my husband, I said, my Holy Spirit just spoke to me one day. Said he used my second son. My second son is so rough and all that. But every time he wants to wear his clothes, he makes sure they're ironed. He said, look at this boy that, he's a teenager. Teenagers sometimes they don't take care of themselves and all that. Even combing their hair is issue and all that. But he irons his clothes. He said, look at this boy. God used my son to talk to me. He said he makes sure his clothes are well ironed. So, but all these things, the lack of self-confidence, and why am I even dressing well? Why am I even putting makeup? Why am I even looking good? Oh my goodness, those things are not good. When you work on yourself, I bet you will look good. Let me bring another example. There's this lady, one church we were attending then, long time ago, I think so many years ago. This thing I'm saying is more than 18 years or 17 years thereabout. This lady, she's not working in an office. She's a full-time housewife, which is not even bad. But what I'm saying, the way she takes care of herself, dresses, I thought she was, working in an office. Until I asked her one day, I was surprised. I think not only me, I and my husband, because this lady is always looking good, always putting makeup. You will not even know that she is a it's called stay-at-home mom. You might not even know that she's a stay-at-home mom. She is always taking care of herself. So I think this is coming to somebody that is watching me this morning. You need to sit up and take care of yourself. Because some women, you go to their house around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, they've not taken their bath in the morning. That is horrible. When you wake up, you take your bath, look fresh and look wonderful. Then opportunities will come and meet you. Not when opportunities come, that's when you're going to take your bath and going to know. My husband always used to say, you need to wait for opportunity to come, not opportunity coming, then now you're going to prepare. No, you always have to be prepared so that the day opportunity will come, you're already set. All right, time is not always on my side. It's fast moving. Let's go to the third point. Self-affirmation. Remember, I'm talking about how to develop your self-confidence. I said number 1, set personal goals to win. You have to start small. Then you improve. Number 2, I said take good care of yourself. This applies to both men and female. Number 3, self-affirmation. You have to affirm yourself. If you don't affirm yourself, nobody will do it. I look beautiful. Look yourself in the mirror and say it. Do you know that we realize that, by the grace of God, we are counselors, we are marriage counselors, we are relationship coach and all that. We talk to a lot of people. Some people say they're scared of looking at the mirror. Why? They don't want to see themselves. That is really a problem. And it's lack of self-confidence that causes that. There are some people that spend time. One of my brother-in-law, oh my goodness, not my husband, is a handsome guy. He takes time to put even white powder. I said, my, this is a man, but I love that. He takes time. You have to take time. Appreciate yourself in the mirror, not running away. Some people, they just have a peep on the mirror and run away. That is what lack of self-confidence causes. But when you have self-confidence, you take your time to look yourself in the mirror and appreciate the person you are. Please, this is what you need to do to help yourself in this new year, 2021. Self-affirmation. I am beautiful. I can do it. I can become. I can improve on myself. This place that I'm always falling, I can improve, etc., etc. You can say wonderful things to yourself. I can become this. I am this. Even if you're believing God for children, I am mother of children. You call their names. Anything that is challenging your life, you just mention them in a positive way. All right, number 4, dare those things that you are scared of. There are a lot of things that you're scared of. Let me put the example of those that are scared of height. All right, that is just by the way, scared of height. I myself also, I'm scared of height. But there are a lot of other things that you can dare that you are afraid of. Like a lot of people, they are afraid of fasting. Just try to, take it bit by bit, like from 6 to 10. It's not really easy. You cannot do from 6 to 12. You used to encourage people like that. Don't follow like others. Okay, when you see somebody say, I do 6 to 6, wow, you can't do it, but you can start small. Those things that you're scared of, you have to dare them. Oh, Tobeka Emmanuel, my daughter, I appreciate you for watching. God bless you. All right, finally, I said, lend a helping hand to help somebody else. This is wonderful. Do you know that when you help somebody else, it helps your self-confidence? That you think, oh, so there is something in me that I can use to be a blessing to others. You might not know, because you know what lack of self-confidence causes you? It makes you feel that everybody is better than you. So why are you trying to help them? They are even better than you. It has happened to me before. So that's why I said, God said I should use my practical example. It happened to me before. But my husband was like, you don't know, when you bless others, you're putting a smile on their face. You're not putting yourself down. You're bringing yourself up. Remember, even the Bible says that, those that give are blessed than those that receive. So please try to lend a helping hand. Okay, don't tell me, okay, Dr. Victor, I don't have anything to give. It has nothing to do with giving. It might even be an SMS. It might be a smile. By the grace of God, this morning, I sent some SMS to some people. I said, I'm just checking up on you. One even told me they lost the auntie. That is an emotional day for them. I had to pray. She was encouraged. She was lifted up. You see, that is even more than $1 million, because the way they are, they don't need money. They already have insurance for the funeral and all that, but they need emotional support. So that's what I'm talking about. Helping somebody. It might be emotional help. You help somebody. It might be an SMS. How are you feeling? I am just checking up on you. I bet you'll be surprised the responses you get. Some of them, they reply, they put smile face, they put flowers, or that you remember them. So when we're talking about helping somebody, it's not really all about giving. It might even be a smile. It might even be just an SMS. Maybe you don't even need a response. Just send it to them. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. I am thinking about you. It will lift their spirit up. All right, we have really come to the end of today's teaching. I know you are blessed. Remember, the topic is self-confidence. And you really need self-confidence because it makes you competent in life. It makes your performance in life to be at the maximum level. And it helps you to know that there is something that God has put in you to use to be a blessing to your generation. So as I come to the end of my message today, I want to encourage you, don't look down on yourself. Remember, I said earlier on, we are all born naked, but we are not born empty. No matter the level you are in life, no matter the challenge, no matter the things you're passing through in life, you were not born empty. You were born full of potential that God has unleashed on you to be a blessing to others. I hope you have learned a thing or two. Reverend Dr. Ngozi, thank you so much for watching. I can see. God bless you. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, I end this broadcast today, and I believe you are blessed. Keep a date with me next week, Friday, on this same platform or chat room with Dr. Victory, as I bring another inspirational teaching to help you to move along this 2021. No matter what is happening around, you can be your best in this year. That your good expectation that you have for this year must definitely come to pass. I see you next week. Have a blessed day. Remember to always keep a safe distance, wear your masks, and sanitize. Bye.